Okay, I'm all set up and let's get started. On the left here, I'm showing you on my computer to begin a photograph of a frog that I found in April that I thought was very cool and interesting. So on the right is a painting that I did after that time that I found this. The project in our painting group was to do a subject and then do geometric shapes along with that. And as you can see here in the painting, I have these 5 circles. And what you were supposed to do is add those circles into your design and then either lighten or darken or somehow change the way you have the values represented within the circles. Some people did triangles, some people do circles. I darkened that within the circle, as you can see there, with the head of that frog and that leg, and then I lightened the greens that appear in the other circles. So that was a really great project. I learned a lot. I thought it was really fun. I like how it turned out and the results. So how this relates to what I'm doing here, I have paint set up. The range of values that I'm using for this tonight are the greens, the yellows, and I have a brown here as well. I'll list the actual paint colors and values in the information below. And then I have set up here my palette, as well as the painting which I had started back in the spring, a single frog to go along with the double frog that I'd been working on. So as you can see, I just have the background done so far. It's just kind of a tie-dye effect that I think is pretty cool so far. And then I have drawn in a really light sketch of just a single frog. As you can see, I mirrored that in the version that I showed you with the 2 frogs. And then I'm just doing the single frog at this point. So, as you can see, I have the palette set up here, as I said, with the yellows and greens and a brown. And I'm going to start right in and do some kind of base colors and then build things up with a technique that we call glazing. I can't do them all in one sitting because, as you may know if you're a watercolor painter yourself, you have to wait for areas to dry so that you're not having colors that you don't want to be bleeding into each other, mixing, and then have those others that you do want mixing or bleeding into each other working there. So I'll do a couple passes through tonight and get started on this project that I've had waiting for me for a while.